Hello everyone, welcome back to SnowRunner on hard mode and the Smithfield Dam Garage after last episode ended in tragedy with the Chevy launching itself down the hill a little bit and us having to recover, or not having to, but making the decision to recover back here rather than mount a rescue mission, which would have been fairly long-winded and relatively impractical to do given the location, halfway up a hill, several maps away from where all our other trucks were. So we're starting today off with a bit of refueling, and then we're gonna make our way down to Island Lake, which is the last map for this region that we need to uncover, start exploring, and hopefully push our level up to level 8 to unlock some better upgrades for the bigger trucks. And on the way, we're going to pick up the Find Antenna Tower mission. We're not going to pick the mission up, we're actually going to complete it. And hopefully earn back some of the money that we lost or spent on the recovery. But we've done this journey a fair few times, so I think it's time for a wee bit of time lapse whilst we off-road for a while, straight down the centre of the Smithfield Dam map. So I'll speak to you in a bit. Well, it looks like we're here at the antenna tower. Here we go. So not a lot of experience, but a decent amount of money. Pays for the majority of the recovery that we did. So we've almost broken even from the disaster now. Not quite. I almost had another one there, but there's plenty of trees to save us. So onwards to Island Lake then. Our last map for this very first region. That makes it sound like there's not much to do, doesn't it? But we have barely scratched the surface. Barely scratched the surface in terms of Michigan. In fact, shall we have a quick look? We have done 43%. Okay, but 30 out of 89 missions. Look at that. Jesus. There's plenty more to do. Bouncing around a bit here. Tunnel to the right. Oh god, tarmac. Easy to drive on, not good for the tyres on this. Right, let's go to Island Lake. Welcome to the last map. I'm not entirely sure where we are right now. There's a lot of watchtowers to uncover. And I think we are going to head this way first. And get that one. So that's all today's going to be. 870, so more than halfway to the next level now. I've got a feeling I said in the last episode that we were more than halfway, which was clearly incorrect. We were less than 800, so that's just proving my wonderful ability at maths. This is a bit of a different vibe, isn't it? Very flat, but pretty swampy. Some quite diverse regions, or maps just within a single region, which is quite nice. There's our first watchtower. You can see that it's getting a little more boggy here now. The mud's a bit thicker. It's wetter, goopier. Lovely stuff for pigs. But not so lovely for trucks. But we're okay. Little Chevy's doing alright. Big mud tyres on it now, so we're doing okay. And here's the first watchtower. Cool, so we've got an upgrade, which is quite close. May as well go and grab that. And then go and pick up this mission, which I believe is the one to get us a big new truck. And an abandoned drilling site. And what's this over here? Fuel carrier. That's good. Good to know that we've got fuel around here. And then I think we'll probably head south and pick up that watchtower. So plenty to see and do in Island Lake. Yeah, I want to try and stick to the dry ground. Or the drier ground. So going into a swamp, which we know can be risky business, but there is a lot of trees and stuff around here, so all being well, we can winch our way through if needed. And I think whilst we're in this nice bog, it's time for a possible thumbnail photo. Now I do remember there's a lot of fuel tankers on this map, so maybe I could have gotten away with putting the better gearbox and maybe even the better engine on the Chevy for coming here. But I didn't think about that until we were well away from the garage, halfway down Smithfield Dam. And speaking of better engines, there's another one for this. Unhealthy appetite for gas. Sounds like a great one for hard mode. So, probably be ignoring that. Sorry, trees. Oh, you're okay. You're okay. Just heavily battered. I remember thinking that Island Lake seems kind of the odd one out of the 4 maps for Michigan. Because the others, they've got a fair bit of hills and mountains to them, and winding streets and tarmac and stuff, whereas this one's very flat, but lots and lots of mud. So yeah, look at that. Look at that truck. What a biggie. Big boy. So we can rescue that by doing this mission, which involves repairing and refueling it. So we can't do that now, but we can do that later. Let's just get that turned off. So that's a good one to have. I think once we've got our mud tyres, off-road tyres, whatever they are, on the other trucks, on the Fleet Star, coming down and getting the twin steer, I believe that was, getting that repaired will be somewhat of a priority. Yeah, having the better gearbox would have been really good, because I can feel that we're going to need diff lock a lot on this map, and only having the 1 speed is a bit painful. Having the 3-speed low-range gearbox would have been better. But hey-ho, what's done is done. Maybe an opportunity to head back to the garage and get it installed. at some point. It may even be that once we've scouted this, we don't really need to use the Chevy much more on this map anyway, so it may well be unnecessary. This is fairly slow going though, but with a lovely light. A lovely bit of, I'd imagine, dusk, evening time, sunset, or late afternoon. I don't know. I could look at the time in the game and solve that. I'm not going to. Anything down there to nick? Note. Let's have a quick look. It looks like there's a trailer there actually. So I think I'm going to go and grab that. Taking off diff lock was a bad idea there. But yeah, this map is Land of the Fuel Trailers, so that might be what's down here. I do remember there being a couple of things off to the side in this map, which is why I decided to stop and double check then. And it looks like it's a scout fuel trailer, which is handy. Might even try and take it with us. It might be too painful to do that with just the single low range gear. Kiss a tree while we're at it. And kiss a tree again. Oh goodness, I'm making a mess of this. Someone is going to be screaming at YouTube right now. And I can only apologise for that. Lovely. So, some more fuel in the Scout. Always good. And off we go. I don't think I'm going to drag this everywhere with me, but I'm going to drag it back to this main kind of pathway that we just came off, that we just turned off, and leave it by the road. So when, more likely, we need to come along here again, we've got an option to refuel. It may also be that we use it for fueling of the Twinster. Because it's not too far away from that. And we can always use another truck to drag it using the winch. So, pop 2 litres back in. Attach that. And off we go. Off we go. To wherever the next watchtower is. Got a bit of better ground here so we can make up some speed. Oh, it's right ahead of us. The other side of this log station, I think it is. There's a truck in the water there. I imagine that's something to rescue and take somewhere. Hey there, I'm Ted. Hi Ted. What do you want? Abandoned truck, take it somewhere. Let's have a look. So that's the abandoned truck. And we take it that way. Well, that's a job for a bigger truck, I think. We could do it with a Scout, but it's not really worth the effort right now. put my marker over there, thinking that I could stick to a path, but don't really need it, do I? Just go around this way. Lovely. Look at that light. So, watchtower number 2. Nothing. Nothing, apparently, within this region. So we're going to head back up here and aim for this one next. .600 experience to go. I've done the thing that I talked about in the last episode where I didn't actually check which direction I want to head out. I just put markers on a map. Headlights aren't necessary yet. This is a very swampy level, or map. So it's a bit of a different driving feel to the other three. That's kind of what I was saying earlier, that it does feel a bit like the odd one out for this set of maps for Michigan. We are on some high ground now. So we should be able to plough up here with a bit more speed. Especially by taking the handbrake off, of course. Another classic for this channel. It's the fastest we've gone in a while, isn't it? That's nice. The only thing is, how do we get to there? Oh, we're right by it. Can we go up the hill? Well, let's continue the confidence from the last episode and go for it. There's lots of trees around this time. So hopefully we're not going to fall foul of getting stuck on our roof without something to grab onto. What we are going to fall foul of is tree branches though. Which is always a bit of a tricky one because it's hard to see when you're stuck in here. Da, 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 da. I was getting a bit confusing because I was trying to change gear and I hadn't realised that I got the functions menu open. And I couldn't work out why it wasn't letting me do it. Hey, here we go. Watchtower number 3. Let's have a look. So a few missions this time. I got Bridge the Gap, which I'm guessing relates to that bridge there. And Tough Negotiations. And whatever that is. Lots of words on top of each other by the looks of it. So I think we'll pop down, grab that fuel carrier, just for the experience, find out what this is, and then head round to here. In fact, it might be better to do it the other way around. Because we can do that, then grab the fuel to fill up. It's a bit of back and forth, but either way it's going to be okay. Have I done it again? I have done it again. Which way do I actually need to head out of here? That way. Right, behind. There we go. Oh. That was daft. Oh well. A bit more bumps. Can't really hurt this thing anymore. Well, they can, but you know what I mean. It's all okay. He'll survive. Still on 2 headlights, which is good. Though, I am struggling to see a bit here. It could be because of the glare on the TV. I do think I just lost the road a bit. Right, where am I going? So we're aiming for there. Right. Yeah, I think I came off the road a little bit. So it's a quick clip to here, then we'll be going back the way we came. To go and meet up with... Oh, goodness. What was that? Tough Negotiations, accept that. Start tracking. Let's have a look what that is. More bridge repairs by the looks of it. Ah, over there. I think it might be one of these trees that we just hit. I don't know. I might notice when watching the footage back later, but for now, it's a mystery. And a fuel trailer. God, it's a big one. There is an awful lot of free fuel available on this map. But I think there's more on this map than potentially the other 3 maps for Michigan combined. There's a lot. Right, where am I going now? I'm guessing it's over towards these lights. Let's have a quick look. Rusty Legacy, that's what we want. We'll grab that. And then come back on ourselves to go and find the watchtower. We could probably pick this up later another way, but it's literally just down the road, so it makes sense to just grab it now. Just in case we do end up going a different way. Swampy here though. Right, what's this? Rusty Legacy. Oh, it's the one we've already got. Oh, I'm an idiot. Some of you will have realised that well before me. But hey ho. Nice bit of a detour. Where's our watchtower? Over there. The other side of a swamp by the looks of it. It's probably not the best idea, but we're okay. I don't think going straight across is too wise. We can follow the road round, I believe. It's kind of equidistant between the two, but we may as well go to whatever this facility is and see if there's a mission or something to pick up while we're passing. Don't think there's anything here, is there? Oh no. So, when I first saw that trailer a second ago, for some reason I thought it was a boat. It wasn't until I said, kind of rounded this corner slightly more, and literally said, I don't think there's anything here. I actually realised that it is indeed a trailer, and not a boat. So that's good to have, another 30 experience. We're going to head out and grab another watchtower for hopefully another 30. So we must be slowly chipping away and approaching level 8 now. So we got another trailer to go and... Oh, it's another scout fuel carrier. Great. Let's go and get some more fuel. And then... back to basically where we came. To pick up that mission that I didn't see. Really boggy around here. really a real test of these mud tyres. Can we go through the fence? Yeah, of course we can. With the power. Oh, no. Ooh. Ooh. Steady on. That could have been fun. New trailer. We're going to leave it here, but we are going to refuel. Largely unnecessary fueling up this much, but I almost accidentally bought a trailer then. I was trying to turn off my four-wheel drive. But that could have been entertaining. Back up here for another mission. Next to some lovely little houses. So that is repairing these bridges here. Which also means for us to get further down south, it might be... this is a tricky one. So I don't know whether we can potentially just wind our way around down here. Can we do that? Have we picked up Bridge the Gap yet? No. So, makes no sense to try and do dodgy maneuvers. We'll come back up here, past the watchtower and grab Bridge the Gap, and then we can continue down that way. Cool. So, yeah, a bit of back and forth in this episode. I'm sure there is some real neat way of doing this without going back on yourself too much. But that may also rely on knowing where everything is, which I don't. I'm very much relying on the watchtowers to remind me. There are a few bits that I remember. I remember where the twin steer was. And obviously the fuel tanker earlier. And the fact there's loads of fuel on this map. But beyond that, I couldn't tell you where like pickup points are and all sorts. So we're going to stop. We're going to grab 4 or 5 litres of fuel from this. I know it seems almost pointless doing that, but I think I said before, you never know when that tiny amount of fuel could make the difference between making it to wherever you need to go or running out of fuel. Especially with these scouts that can get quite far on small amounts of fuel. So hello to this watchtower again. A familiar face. But we haven't been down this route. So a new bit of exploring through here. Some nice rocks to squeeze through. And a task to pick up. What have we got this time? Tony from the oil company wants us to bridge the gap. Which I'm guessing is this central bridge. So there's a bridge up there, there's bridges here, God, this place is really... Its bridges have really suffered. We've still got 4 watchtowers to uncover. That's fun. I don't know whether we can head into this facility and see if there's anything worth looking at there. Are there any trailers disguised as boats again? Doesn't look like it this time. I think we'll take a nice photo under one of these lights though. Must be this one. Not actually looked where we're going now. So we can head left here for a bit. I don't think we've been down here. And see where this takes us. I think we're starting to get a little bit lighter as well. We've got a bridge that's actually in a built state here, which is a rarity for Island Lake by the sounds of things. Most of them are knackered apparently, but that one is still standing. Excellent. Right, so we've got a turn off here, so let's find out if this is what we need. Okay, so like a fuel trailer there, and then onto the watchtower up here. So this will be one that when we've got a bigger truck, we'll probably pull it down to the road. Again, just set it up as a kind of passing refueling point. It's always handy. I've got a feeling there's an upgrade up here. Seems familiar. What doesn't seem familiar is where the path is. Ah, there we go. Somewhere through here there's a watchtower. And it's going to pop out the trees in just a second, I bet. Ah, there we go. Just on the left. Yeah, it's up there. So let's go and grab that. Anything else? Signal in the mountains. So once we've done up here, we're going to come back down and go and pick up that. Can't be far now. 273, 330, so we are still a a wee bit away from the next level. I was hoping we might be closer, but we'll get there. We'll certainly level up from the rest of the watchtowers, plus maybe a couple of trailers that we find on this map. So it's not going to take too long. Doing this in the day would probably be easier, because I've definitely come off the track. Look back on it now. So earlier when I said, I think it's getting light, it's not getting light. Or it wasn't at that time anyway. It might be soon. It feels like we've been driving around at night for quite a while now. So I'd imagine we will see some daybreak fairly shortly. I know I've checked the map like many times recently. I've not actually looked at the time. So, one upgrade. Nice. And it's getting light now, isn't it? Engageable. What's this for? White Western Star, which is still in a puddle somewhere, or broken or something, but one day we'll rescue it. So, now, it's back down again. There's a chance that this could be shaping up to be the longest episode yet on this channel. Depends how much the time-lapse at the start crushes it down and how much time I've spent in photo mode that gets chopped out, but I've been recording for almost an hour now and I'm not planning on stopping anytime soon because I want to do a bit more scouting and I'm enjoying it. Nice to be driving back in the day again. Get to appreciate the kind of colour and everything. And you can just see better. So, a new trailer, which is in an awful place to try and hook up to. I think when I tried it on normal mode, I just ended up tipping it over and never rescued it. So, signal in the mountains. This looks like a get somewhere mission. So that's good to have. What I'm tempted to do is head up this way, I think. Not before picking up that fuel trailer by the looks of it. And we'll go and grab probably the watchtower, possibly that mission as well. Complete that, and then loop ourselves round before coming back towards the middle for that last watchtower there. Onwards. Yeah, it makes such a difference in the daytime on this game. Like the nighttime sort of just desaturates everything, and understandably, you know, it's part of the challenge, part of the fun. And obviously you can't skip that in hard mode, which is fine. I don't tend to skip it in normal mode either. Unless I'm really struggling to see. Which can happen. But it is part of the appeal. It is part of the game, essentially. You know, It'd be a lot easier if you could just, if you were just driving around at daytime, which of course you can do on normal. Perfectly valid if you want to do that. You know, it's have fun your own way, do whatever. But having it as a set kind of challenge as part of hard mode is good fun, I think. I do honestly think that hard mode is really the way that SnowRunner is kind of best played. It kind of almost gives you the full experience, if you like. You know, what I mean by full experience is being mindful of your fuel a lot more, and you can't just kind of teleport yourself out of danger whenever you like with the recover. I do think, on the flip side though, that you can experiment more on normal mode because of those kind of lack of consequences, in that, you know, you can't completely fail the game by running out of money and getting yourself stuck. On normal mode you can enjoy playing around with lots of different trucks more and different upgrades and stuff, so, you know, it's kind of swings and roundabouts in terms of what you can do or how you experience the game across both of these modes. I don't think we want to be going that way. I think there's going to be some turn off somewhere down here. I realise I'm still dragging the fuel trailer with me. We'll ditch that somewhere along the road. Probably when we turn off. But yeah, normal mode's great, hard mode's great. New Game Plus, I've not tried. But from what I understand, that can be like hard mode on steroids. Or hard mode with some insane randomizer on it. So, who knows? Maybe if I ever complete hard mode, which will probably be in, like, I don't know, 900 episodes time. Possibly more, possibly less. In several years, maybe. Maybe I'll give it a go. Alright. We'll pop the fuel trailer there. Because we are going to go up this way, I think. Again, a bit more interesting driving through a forest. We've kind of got to skirt around some rocks by the looks of it, if we can do it without. That wasn't very good turning. Just bounced straight into them. This is looking a bit thick. But there's our gap by the looks of it. So the waypoints that I point on were completely redundant. But we can just squeeze, squeeze, squeeze ourselves through there. Lovely. Right, so that's good. So we've now got a clear route up to Broken Antenna. I don't think we've found anything else from that though. And for that we can just wind our way up here. Cool. think it's through here. I'm not... There we go. So I realised that I was saying that this map is very flat, and we're now doing a mission called Signalling the Mountains whilst driving up and up a small mountain. So most of the map is fairly flat, but not all of it. Not all of it. Oh. Rocks and mountains without trees. That went really well in the last episode. Nice, $600, 40 experience. So I think with that and the other antenna mission that we did in Smithfield Dam, I think we should be back to however much we had in the bank account before buying the recovery. Now, I realise this route probably takes us further away from the next path that we wanted to be on, but I just thought instead of turning around, we'd just carry on down the mountain. This will put us back at the fuel trailer, and then we can continue from there. Very muddy truck in this episode. One very muddy truck. And a bit of a lake to get through. Wow. Pond. Puddle. Really? Back at our little fuel Bowser. Hope it's okay with everyone. You've probably just noticed that I whacked the SnowRunner music back on. I realised that there's not going to be any more time lapses in this episode. So, just to fill a bit more of the space. There. So just to fill a bit more of the silence, a little bit of music. It's been a while since we've had it on as well. There's our next watchtower. really muddy here. I'm going to have to low range it the whole way through here, I think. Which will be a bit slow. Refer back to the previous comment about should have installed the 3-speed low range gearbox, given the amount of fuel that we're finding. But hey ho. To be fair, now that we've got a bit more harder surface, we can ignore it briefly. So how do we get to this? Do we loop round, or do we plough through some trees? Could have looped around there and discovered another trailer. I didn't even see that turn off. Oh well, we're going across the swamp. Oh no, no, we skipped the... There we go. So plenty of objectives. And an upgrade up here. Is that a race or a get there? I don't know. I'm going to go and grab that first, just in case it involves getting up to where the upgrade is. You never know. Oh no, we can... There's a low path. I didn't see that. Trailer. And a task. What's this? Oh, it's a go all over the place one. Which is all kind of where we've been previously. So that's probably one for another day. Let's go grab this upgrade next. Got 100 experience to go. So actually, when I said we'll probably get it with all the watchtowers, wrong. We're going to be 50 off. I can't remember if upgrades give you experience. I realise I made a complete arse of that as well. But if we don't get experience from upgrades, we basically need 2 more trailers to find. Because they give us 30 experience each, and that'll do it. Don't like the look of that log sticking out. Okay, we're okay. Had a horrible vision of it like puncturing our tyres or something. Yeah, back on the path. So do we get experience for upgrades? Let's find out. I don't think so. No, we just get raised for Chevy Kodiak, which is no longer in a pond, but very close to a pond. So it's now a case of getting ourselves down, back across here, and up to trailer, which is good. There's a trailer there as well, which is even better. And then over to that last watchtower. So down we go. That was quicker than I thought it would be to come down there. Stuck on something. Probably a log. Yeah, I really made a mess going that way, don't I? See if we can go through these two here. That'll be a little bit easier. With any joy or luck. There's probably a better way of crossing this. It looks like it was just over to the left. A bit less water. And a bit more ground. But we're moving. We are moving. And that's the main thing. So this is another rescuer scout. Scout 800 over there. Bring it to where we are now. That's one for another day, obviously. Bunch of metal beams in there by the looks of it. And the semi-trailer. Where's the road? Just to the right here. Hidden by puddle. All that mud flying everywhere. Probably doing horrendous things from a fuel efficiency, but it's a bit of fun. It's a bit of fun. A service trailer, which I don't think we can use to repair without being attached to it, no. Which is a shame, because it would have been good to repair the various broken parts of the Chevy. It doesn't quite make sense that you need to be connected to it to repair. I can't work out the logic of that. I suppose it, maybe from a game balance perspective, forces you to use it as an actual repair truck kind of thing, rather than just a grab it wherever repair like we would have done then. But beyond that, yeah, it doesn't really make sense. That's not a mission, it's a cargo zone times challenge, not what we want to be dealing with right now. So where's this last watchtower? Looks like it's that way. So there's our last watchtower. All of them for Island Lake. All done in this one, quite long, I'd imagine, episode at this point. Saying earlier, I think it will be the longest for the channel so far. I'm pretty sure at this point it definitely will be. And we're here. There we go. Rank 8. That is, I believe, the level that we want to be. So we can get some nice new tyres for our Fleet Star. Oh, there's an upgrade. Where's that? Just down here. Let's go and grab that. Why not? Nice little drive through the forest. as the sun begins to set, I believe. Nice deep mud here. That didn't look like it from afar, but it is. So we can winch out if needed. An engine for a truck. I don't even know what that truck is. The Ford CLT 9000. No idea. No idea when you get that. Or if it's one that you just have to buy. Well, I think it's time to leave it there. We've done every watchtower on the map. Picked up a whole load of missions. A few upgrades along the way. And we're at the all-important, I think, might not be, but I think we're at the all-important level 8. So, there we go. As always, thank you for watching. If you like the video, please leave me feedback in the comments. Please like the video with the little like button. Please consider subscribing. That's all really good for me and very much appreciated. But yeah, I'll see you in the next one, which is going to be episode 20. 20 episodes already. So, take care. Enjoy the rest of your day. And goodbye. And we'll see you again soon. Bye.